Okay, it looks like we are live. So, good evening, everybody. And tonight we are going to have what will hopefully be a relatively chill game of RimWorld, which, if you've not seen before, is like a sort of colony building sandbox type game. So, the idea is you start with some number of crashed people on a planet, and you have to survive and build a spaceship to escape. So we're going to use basically all of the standard settings. Uh, yeah, fine. Oops. Commitment mode, but on easy. Yeah, don't know what that's going to do, so we'll just leave it there. So I've made mistakes before where I accidentally completely block myself in somewhere. So we probably don't want to do that. Uh, this seems like it's probably a reasonable place to set up a camp. We should at least be able to get out and trade with people and move around and stuff, which is relevant. We could do with some more construction, medical, intellectual, ideally. We're good at construction and animals. Is animals even in here? Okay, you just seem good at everything. I guess not so much like medical, social, intellectual. You seem pretty bad at things. Let's take you out. You definitely stay in. You are good at mining and stuff. And you can learn plants really fast, which is good. So this isn't great, because we could do with someone who can medical at least. Hmm. Which leaves us bad at cooking. Honestly, half the game in this one can actually be dealt with like before you even start. You're good at social, intellectual, and animals, which is probably useful. Construction isn't great. Burning passion for medicine and also plants. This is probably an okay start. It's a little awkward that they're all guys, but hopefully we'll be able to sort that out as we play. Let's actually land first. Okay. So this is basically what you start out with, and a whole load of terrain to work on. Marshy soil. There's marsh all around, which is awkward. You can't build very well on marshes, is what I've learned through extensive testing. I mean, to be fair, we could probably, like, steal this room here as a starting point. Apparently we're not allowed to build any further up. So, we need a stockpile zone to start with to actually load all our crap into. And make sure they know they're allowed to haul the crap there. No, don't slaughter the animals. Allow all the other things. And then we can start seeing where we're actually going to get to. Components are also very useful. Already a minor break risk. What is wrong with these people? Okay. Some beds. Animal sleeping spot. Horseshoes pin. This is just the kind of really rapid kick things off part at the beginning at the moment. Yes, we want to allow sewing, but we want it to be with rice, because rice is just easier. And we definitely want a door. Okay. And at least things like the recreation variety will go away once this is built, and the need for colonist beds will go away about now. Grand. Okay. So we're at least starting. We've got some stuff going on. Production, we're going to want a fueled stove. And a simple research bench. And probably a passive cooling system just to make sure that as much as possible this is not an unpleasant place for everyone to be. I'm going to leave that for a moment, because we should have the pre-packaged survival meals still. Research projects. What do we actually want? Batteries. Batteries are important. Let's actually start off by just building a regular wood-fouled generator is something very different. A wood-fueled generator. Ooh. You can train a fox to haul. That's actually really handy. And we are definitely going to want more steel. Because you pretty much always want more steel in this game. Evening, Jamie. Or Jamie K. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to pronounce your screen name. So I'm going to stick in an indoor storage area for things that can actually decompose that we might want to keep at a reasonable quality, like components. I don't know if they can actually reach this spot. I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, we do still need defences as well. That's probably a good idea. Four, five, six. We have a visitor. Oh, I've also just realised that there are a bunch of survival meals that we haven't picked up. Whoops. It's already tagged for mining. Oh, more survival meals. I mean, if you're just going to hand them over... Who's got the best social out of everyone? Well, not you. You have no ability to social. Okay. There's not a lot of real trading option there at all, then. Clear everything. This one is allowed to have stone blocks. It's allowed to have chunks. And it's allowed to have corpses. This one is not allowed to have... Oh no, so this one's allowed stone blocks. It's not allowed... Got that wrong. So it's allowed stone blocks. It's not allowed chunks or corpses. Okay, harvest some berries. Just if you need to keep yourselves alive. So what I'm planning on is these are going to turn into bedrooms for the colonists, or the ones we've got at the moment, and then this will become a refrigeration area. We've opened up some more area where we can mine some steel. It's a fun thing with this game. It will work out that mountains can fall on you. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Hey, it'd probably help if I put a door in there as well, really, wouldn't it? Add bill, cook simple meal, cook a bunch of simple meals. And then stop complaining about low food, damn it. We have 6 meals left. Apparently we have 9 meals left. Okay. Okay, so this does still count as indoors, with this slightly sketchy gap business going on. Is the correct way around. The psychic drone that's just gonna make everybody get upset. Okay. Which means we can now put in another stockpile zone here. But this is going to be for meals. Yeah, meals, raw food. Basically the stuff that can go off. Or the stuff that can go off that we actually care about. Is actually, yeah, okay, all foods. So in theory, yeah, so these will actually spoil if you don't keep them properly refrigerated. And if you refrigerate them, they last longer, and if you freeze them, they will last indefinitely. Which is something that's worth remembering as you play this game. Leading social fights. Okay. Let's just set up another growing zone and grow heal root. Except we can't, because no one is good enough at growing things. Oh, they bit each other. Honestly, some people just cannot be trusted. Okay, you've decided you like a flak vest. Well, that's not supposed to be in there. It's just a randomly injured panther, apparently. Okay. Oh good, the psychic drone is ending. Where on earth are you off to? Oh, okay, you're... Okay, you're not picking up the food. Fine. There are prioritized things somewhere. What do you mean there's no place to store it? Also, you should probably store medicine in here. And not in here. Also, don't allow... Oh! Whoops. So I think I've just worked out the fundamental flaw in all this storage stuff. Just uninstall that for a moment. There we go. Now they can suddenly get into all of these places and do things. Yeah, I know we need a meal source. Prioritize this. You need a meal source. Okay. Problem temporarily solved. I noticed what's interesting, everyone's just leaving this wall open rather than building a door. We have quite a lot of steel for right now. Okay, von Bismarck actually is likely to be able to start planting heel root at some point. You need to be able to self-tend because you're the only doctor. Don't need colonist beds, you have plenty. They're just all being moved. Turn off the room stats. Oh, cargo pods. Yes, take all the venison. Also take this cassowary. Not sure why that wasn't there before. Anyway. Storage. You should also allow animal corpses. Which sounds weird, but it just means that the animal corpses will stay fresh until we get around to butchering them and turning them into food. So it's not quite as bad as it sounds. We also do want to start putting in floors. Now we'll just leave them to work for a bit. Do until you have X. And this way we should also actually keep some food stored to keep people going with. And wood floors aren't the best, but they are better than nothing. And at least it means that the colonists can actually start keeping things clean and be happy with their rooms. Maybe. As long as none of them are ascetics or anything. Too smart. As someone who has the too smart trait, he's really good at botching putting down wood on the floor. Furniture. We're probably going to want to build them a dining room as well at some point. Just so they can stop complaining at having to, you know, like, eat without a table or anything. That's... Okay. We'll deal with all the temperature stuff as well in a little bit. Buffalo meat. That sounds horrible, honestly. Unsurprisingly, there is an ancient danger in the big old room. Which is fine, because we're not going to go in there until we've had plenty of time to, you know, sort of stock up on things and whatever. Okay, what do you actually need? Uncertain environment, awful bedroom, 8 without table. Okay, you just constantly have low mood. There's not a lot we can do about that. And we'll give you some more recreation variety in a little bit. How many components do we actually have? Oh, we've still got a few components left. Is anyone actually able to build those? Is a good question. Oh, floors. Okay, yes, apparently. Okay. So in case you're wondering why I do this, this is literally just to stop trees and things growing in the way of the turbines, which means that you get constant power from them as long as the wind is blowing. So it's all a bit sneaky, really. Well, at least you've got a room to hide in. Probably need to cut some more wood anyway. At least the interior is starting to look habitable. And yes, I know we need batteries. Turn the power off to that for a bit. Which it was probably a really bad idea until one of these is actually running. For all we need batteries, it's, you know... Actually try and think things through first. Blocked by palm tree. Come on. Oh, it's starting to generate a non-zero amount of power. Yeah, well, no wonder there's a break risk. You've just been sulking for the whole time. As hypocritical as this is of me, that doesn't help. Jack casually cleaning the outside of the floor. For no particular reason or value. Hasn't even finished cleaning inside yet. Look at this dirt. Honestly. Now extend the power conduit down. Conduit. We can give people a dining table. Maybe even a chess table. Just to give them some more recreation to try and enjoy. Okay, now we can probably turn this off. Just to save some wood. Come on. You're supposed to be good at this. Wildlife. Ugh, there's nothing that's actually properly safe to hunt. Okay, guess we need to focus on having a medical bed. I didn't want steel wool, I wanted a door. And a bed. I mean, if nothing else, at least they can stay in their own room and not infect everyone else, hopefully. Can be tended in 2 days. Tending expires in 2.1 days. It's almost like it's planned that way or something. And yeah, I know we need batteries. Unfortunately, the person who's supposed to be researching the batteries is currently ill. Okay, turn the power back on that one as well until we've actually got batteries. Honestly. If for no other reason than to cool off the fridge again. There we go. Okay, we are here. So if we want to get there, we're going to have to actually like get a whole bunch of resources. This is almost certainly impassable the whole way, isn't it? So we're going to have to get a whole bunch of resources. Work along this road up around past Mount Colbrin. Then try and join this big road near whatever this place is called. Pokerland. Actually probably go this way. Anyway, it's going to take a while if we want to go that route. Why was it randomly attacking a tortoise? Honestly, sometimes. Also, we can set this bed to be medical now. Okay. Info. So handling skill of 6. Animals 1, animals 8. Okay, so in theory, Tianqi could try and tame an elephant. Which would be useful. Elephants do make very useful pets in this game. Oh. And von Bismarck is getting better at plants. Oh, hello. I think it's you, isn't it, who's good at social? Honestly, don't really want any of that anyway. So it's not too bad. I thought that was a cassowary then coming in to have a meal. I got very confused. We actually have loads of steel at the moment. Got about 1,500 steel. Okay. That's gonna be plenty. Are gonna need more wood. Tianki isn't starving, Tianki has worms. There is a difference between those things. Oh, fine. Don't build it there, then. It's going to have bad temperature anywhere, really. So you may as well just put it outside where it's not going to make a mess all over the floor. Okay, now we really just need batteries. Oh, no, zone. Build roof area. Because what we can actually do is start using this region then to store batteries in. Because the roof will at least keep it dry and out of the rain. You're definitely not well, are you? Oh, and now you've got heat stroke as well. Fantastic. So with an extra cooler, it might actually keep that temperature down a bit better. Especially while it's 43 degrees outside. Because it's pretty warm. So if nothing else, at least people shouldn't be getting heat stroke anymore. Naughty Yankee with heat stroke and gut worms at the same time. That was presumably not a lot of fun. We've only got a couple of components left. Ooh, gold ore. How exciting. Are there any more components sort of obviously around the place? Plenty of steel. Plenty of gold. Ooh, jade. Exciting, I've never seen that before. Are you compacted machinery? Oh, even some silver ore. So all in all, this is actually quite a good place to be. Plenty of, like, free money. But, no, I didn't want that one. Barn. Trade with Lumpy. Yeah. Cool. And this way, we can also let everybody hunt. So hunting with machine weaponry is possibly less than sporting. Oh, I should also actually add the bill here, shouldn't I? Do forever. Okay, so at least this gives us a better supply of food again. It would do if they could ever hit. Honestly. Cool, thank you. That will be useful later. Much, much later. Should not be allowed to starve while sleeping. I mean, not when there's actually food available anyway. Cargo pods. Cargo pods. I mean, okay, it's only berries, but, you know. I'll just put one there. The other advantage for the hunting, as well as food, is it does leave us with some camel hide that we can later turn into useful stuff. Clothes, mainly. But yes, if you've been following around the videos that I have for a little while, this tends to be a much more involved game than something like Driftland, but they've left us some uranium. How generous. It's already desiccated, there's no point. But yeah, there's quite a lot going on all the time that you have to be aware of, particularly if you don't do what we've done here, where we've set it to peaceful mode, and you start having like actual catastrophes happen. But if you like that kind of game, then it's still well worth trying in general, I would say. So this is just some expansion planning, basically, at this point. This is going to let us have some space for the extra colonists that we're hoping to get. I'll put a door in there. Okay, that's fine then. And it also leaves us in a place where actually the only real way into the entire complex is this door, which generally would tend to be more secure. Halfway to level 8. I wonder what the highest level of something actually is. How does the progress go down? Okay, yeah, I have no idea about that one. Unless that's just, like, not done it in a while and needs to do it some more. We can find out. Really do need some kind of advanced medicine research to help Tianqi here. Pirates from the Dark Armadillos! Which sounds so far different from scary. Yeah, we knew there was about to be a raid. Which is why everyone's gonna hide. Well, that was easy. I guess we can still bury the pirate. Fine, I guess we need a party zone. You'd think at some point they could, like, work out that there was a reason for rooms to exist. Somebody refill the generator before all your food, like, rots. Okay, what can Syntharia do? Construct and art and doctor. They do a few useful things. Mostly construct and art is what they like, though. Ooh, what about social? Social's not terrible. Medical's pretty good. Oh, we still want batteries, please. Of course, it's connected the light to the part that doesn't fit anywhere. Or doesn't connect anywhere, even. I feel like I should probably actually start lighting the corridors as well. Nothing else, at least it means people can see what they're doing. And hopefully at some point soon, someone's going to finish researching batteries and everyone can ride out the heat wave in comfort. Is there? Okay, fine. Just a small electrical fire, everything's okay. We all know rain helps put those out. I mean, you're allowed to bury this person. Ooh, von Bismarck's learned how to deal with heal root. Fine, if you're that idle, like, do backup research or something. Just as well we aren't relying on solar yet. I mean, we could be if anybody would do some actual research. Yep. On Bismarck, still losing the ability to mine things. Pirate merchant. Yes, there's a bunch of people who don't really like us all that much. Trade with Jake. No. Hooray! Finally! A solar panel, because actually it's handy to have a backup way of doing things. Right, let's actually get some batteries in place. Or try to, anyway. Smelter. Oh, I couldn't put it there because that's where the animal sleeping spot is. I forgot about that. Room. Okay. There's a couple of ship chunks. It's always worth deconstructing ship chunks just to get some extra steel out of them. We have enough components for 4 of these batteries. And we're probably going to have to hunt down some more compacted machinery. That looks like it's still compacted machinery though. So we'll have some of that. There is so much gold around here. No wonder the pirates are stopping by. Probably going to help if we actually connect those batteries as well. Get working on connecting those batteries up. Excellent. Now it's connected to the grid, we can actually start storing power. And then the wind immediately dies out, and we lose all the power. But That's not the point. Look, just refill the generator to help kick off the batteries. That was... Wow, that really was nearby. Almost suspiciously nearby. Ooh, spacecraft chunks actually yield reasonable chunks of components as well, which is always good to know. Not had any complaints for brake risk recently either. Which I'm not complaining about, game, in case you were, you know, planning on rectifying that. Human leather. We don't have that much human leather at the moment. We're a little short on our human leather stocks, so to speak. But we do seem to have at least mostly sorted out power issues for the time being. Okay, you actually just can't fight ever. Which is fine. You like... Medical +4? No medical. Also, looking at that bio, I really don't like that person now. I know they're fictional, but... production. Let's swap out the stove for an electric stove. And, you know, get with the modern program and all. Anyway, we've got to a point where this is sort of just about stable now. So, it's been a little while, so I'm going to call it there for tonight. As always, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!